Hi everybody, welcome to the Steckline Report, where we've got some pretty good news. Well, it depends on who you talk to. Stand by. The renewable fuel standard is out for 2016 that everybody's been waiting for with bated breath. Stand by.
Every father would like to have their son farm with them and grandson and continue to farm. It's kind of a legacy, I guess. And then my dad was a farmer, and then of course then I am and my son. So actually Jackson, would be the fifth generation from my grandfather. It's going to be key for us to have American Ag Credit. It's a long-term partnership with them is what it is.
Well, folks, not many people happy, but we know what kind of ethanol figures we've got for the usage in 2016 according to the renewable fuel standard. And boy, have we been waiting for this. Should have been out a good long time ago. EPA, though, finally released the renewable fuel standards, and everybody was for 3 years, 14, 15, and 16, and everybody's concerned about 16 because that's the years coming up. The years past we can't do much about. In any event, if you remember, and you probably don't, EPA and Congress, the original 2007 goal of more than $22 billion by the year 2016 for ethanol was in the books. Everybody knew they were going to lower it. I got to tell you, the oil industry spent millions upon millions to try to get people's attention back there, to push EPA to lower it as far down as anybody could guess. Needless to say, with oil prices where they are, I understand why they did that. The only thing I don't understand is this. It kills agriculture the less amount of renewable fuels we have. And guess where oil comes from? Didn't it come from the farm? Down below the dirt? That farmers own and lease to these guys called oil gurus? So, all I would say at this particular point in time, it sure would be nice if we could get our people together on issues instead of fighting each other, and that's exactly what's been going on for over a year here. Corn growers and everybody else in agriculture has been fighting fiercely, spending money too. They don't have the money that the oil people have, I guarantee you, but they've got some money, and they've been spending it to try to coerce people in Washington to urge EPA on the ag side to raise it and on the oil side to lower it. Well, here it comes. The new rule calls for 18.11 billion gallons of renewable fuel in 2016. 18.11. We should be around 22, according to the original estimate that the Congress wanted. So they've lowered it. There wasn't any doubt that they were going to do that. Quite honestly, nobody's happy. The oil companies think it's way too high. Farmers are upset. Let me tell you what the corn growers president said. While we're pleased to see the EPA to take a step forward and revise its original proposal, the fact remains that any reduction in the statutory amount will have a negative effect on our economy, our security, and the environment in America. It's unfortunate that Big Oil's campaign of misinformation continues to carry weight in the court of public opinion and in this decision. That's the president of the National Corn Growers, Maryland farmer Chip Bowling, talking. Well, I got to tell you, comparing, oh, by the way, cellulosic fuel targets for the 2007 goals was not really a big comparison, but they have that in here too. Looks like they lowered them some. But according to the release, EPA's target for cellulosic biofuel is 230 million gallons in 2016. Well, that's still up from 123 in 2015. So it's a nice big jump, but not as high as they originally thought that they would move it. All in all, folks, I'll sum it up by saying I think we ought to be pretty happy as far as I just thought the oil people were going to win bigger than what they did. And so agriculture is not really excited about this. They don't feel real good about it because it was lowered. But I got to tell you, as we wrap up this Steckline Report, it could have been a whole lot worse.